Welcome to our week 4 video. Thank you so much for everyone who participated. It was so awesome this week and so insightful, and we really appreciate everyone who showed up and gave us their insight. A few business updates. We're basically just trucking along, and we're in week 4 of week 14 of our marketing campaign. We also wanted to say, for discussions, make sure you guys are tagging your friends. That's how you get entered in our giveaway. On a personal note, Kurt is going to Japan for 2 weeks, so I'll be alone with our children. All right, so our discussion question this week was, what myths about birth and postpartum were you told that proved to be untrue? My answer, I was given a lot of myths about birth and postpartum, and I felt like I had to figure out my own mindset about it and have my own experiences about it instead of listening to what people told me. But one in particular that stands out is that, oh, you don't have bloody show yet. You're not close. I never lost my mucus plug with my second. He was nearly born at home. I had gone to the bathroom and then my water broke and he wanted to be born. So we rushed to the hospital and luckily made it in time. It shows that every woman's body is different and that every woman's body labor is different, and of course there are consistencies, but for the most part a woman has to listen to her own body because she knows when it's time to give birth and she knows where she's at for the most part. This week's discussion was so dynamic. We had answers that were funny and answers that were serious and a little heartbreaking, but all of it was relatable, and it shows that the myths that we're told during our perinatal phase, there's so many. One of the myths that was brought up multiple times was that you'll forget the pain of childbirth after it's over. Nope, not really. Of course, once you have the baby, you're happy and there's such a relief and there's such a release. Every time there's something traumatizing about your birth experience, you remember it. It's unforgettable and it's etched in your brain and you have to work through it afterwards. One mom in particular talked about how she was induced before her due date. Much of her birth plan and her preferences had to be disregarded. And she said that the OB that helped her deliver was emotionally unsupportive. She used a different word, but I'll leave it out. Probably should keep this video G-rated. Things like that just break my heart because that's not how it should be. We ought to be taking care of the whole woman. That emotional care is as important as physical care. Those things are unforgettable and they need processing with your friends, maybe even with a therapist after birth. Another myth was that your body will change and you won't like it. I hate that we're put in that little box of like, your body is gonna be terrible. A lot of women love their postpartum bodies, and I love that. I had so much more respect for my body. Not only was I a human-making factory, and not only did I give birth, which is the coolest thing ever, but my body was then sustaining a small child. The changes in my body felt like they were all supporting that. At the same time, I think some women are told that if they're nursing, their body will just go back to normal, and they'll go back to their pre-pregnancy weight really fast, and it'll be normal again, which is untrue too. Your body just changes. Another myth that was brought up, which I think was really important, was that it will be the most joyous time after you give birth. New motherhood is so hard, and so you love your baby and you're so happy that your baby is there, but at the same time, your emotions are raw, your hormones are raw, your baby might cry a lot, you're figuring it out. A lot of mothers feel guilt and shame and like failures because they don't know what to do. And I think a lot of moms feel disappointed that they don't have this momentous coming of motherhood. This is why it's so important for motherhood to be experienced together from the start, from the time you first give birth. It's important to process those birth feelings, but also those postpartum feelings, you know, whether it's today I had a bad day and I don't know what I'm doing and I feel guilty for being what I think is a failing mother. Moms need to be able to speak those things out to each other, to somebody who understands, so that they can work through them. It's the best time of the video. We're going to announce a winner for some Marabou swag. Oops. Oh my gosh. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? I choose you. Pikachu. Brittany Jacobson. Hello, girl. You are the winner of our Marabou swag. I'm going to PM you and tell you what your choices are. Thank you so much, you guys, for participating. Our giveaway question next week. Let me give it to you right now. How much sleep did you get in the first 3 months postpartum, and what helped you get the most sleep you could? So tune in next Tuesday, 11 o'clock Central Standard Time on our Facebook page. We'll release the discussion, and you guys should come participate. Like and follow Marabou, participate in our discussion, and tag your friends. Tag your friends. This was my first baby. That's how you hydrate. Sorry.